Hey there, and welcome to No Recipe Required. Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to do a pasta dish for you tonight, a fettuccine with shrimp and tarragon. Tarragon's an herb that I think pairs super well with fish, especially shellfish. And it's kind of got a little bit of an anise flavor, but it's pretty unique, I think. This dish really super simple to cook. Obviously the shrimp goes super quick. Pasta, we always do pasta. It's pretty easy to do, and we're gonna put it together. Tastes absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, for our fettuccine, shrimp and tarragon, I'm gonna start off by sauteing my shrimp. I almost always like to do shrimp like this before, if it's part of a pasta, before doing the pasta, because then I can really control the amount of time that the shrimp cook, and I'm not gonna overcook them. This, it's obviously not a ton of shrimp here. It's still, the dish is about the pasta. Seasoned salt and pepper, super hot pan. We're gonna let them sear on this side for really 30 seconds. Flip them over, take them out, then we'll start on our sauce. Okay, so I just pulled my shrimp out after they sauteed. You want them just barely cooked through. And then in that same pan, I'm gonna start off by sauteing some onion. I've got some roasted red pepper there, but we don't need to add that just yet. I want to soften up that onion, and this is a large clove of garlic. I'm going to saute that as well. Pan's just a touch dry, so I'm going to add some olive oil. Turn my heat down to kind of medium high, and just soften these up a little bit. Then we'll come back and make our sauce. Okay, my garlic and onion have just softened up a little bit. You do want to be careful. The only thing you want to watch here, you don't want to burn the garlic. I've got some white wine. I'm going to add about a quarter of a cup to the pan, and that's to deglaze it. Make sure you get any of those bits of drippings and crystallization up off the bottom. And then we're going to reduce this by half. I'm also going to add just a dash of red pepper flake for a little bit of heat. Could have added that before the wine, no problem, but afterwards is perfectly fine too. So let's let this reduce. Then we'll finish it off with some chicken stock, red pepper, and then we'll essentially have our sauce. All right, our wine is reduced down. You can see we're essentially down to just a few tablespoons here. I'm going to add now about the same amount of chicken stock that I put in wine, and I'm going to let this again reduce down by half, heat on high. I'm also going to add in my diced roasted red pepper, which I added, which I prepared before and just cut up. This adds obviously a nice, roasted red pepper flavor to it. You don't need to add it, like I said, too early because it's already cooked, it's already soft. You just want to A, bring it up to temperature, and then B, let some of the flavors blend into the rest of the sauce. Let's reduce this, we'll come right back. Okay, we're again reduced by half. Now, if at this point your pasta is not ready, this would be the point to essentially stop. Just turn the heat off, let it sit. It can easily sit for 5 minutes, just bring it back up to temperature. Conversely, if you've over-reduced it, just add a little bit more chicken stock or water in there. Totally fine. We haven't seasoned it at all, so I'm going to put in a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and then I happen to have my pasta fully cooked off and drained. I'm going to add that directly to the pan, give it a little toss, and then just to make sure that, to let you guys know I didn't forget my shrimp, we add our shrimp back. And then I'm finishing off with a couple more things. I've got here a tablespoon of fresh tarragon. Tarragon and seafood go really well together. And then our only real fat or vice in the dish, we're not going to use any cheese because cheese and shrimp, I don't know, they don't go super well together, is a few pats of butter. That was probably a tablespoon and a half butter. And we're just going to combine all these ingredients. Let the shrimp come back up to temperature, which will only take a minute or two. Let the butter melt in there and make that sauce just a little bit richer and more delicious. We do, we've got to season our pasta, which we just put in, with a little salt and pepper. And then we're ready to plate this up. All right, let's put together our fettuccine, shrimp, and tarragon dish. Again, I've showed you before, these dishes, they tend to, the shrimp and the red pepper kind of tend to settle down towards the edges. Make sure you get a nice big tasting of everything. Oops, let's throw that up there. There you go. Like I said, I don't typically serve cheese with fish pasta, but you absolutely can if that's what you like. No recipe, right? I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required.